Today was the grand opening of the $75 million Carlton County Justice Center, a one-stop shop for all criminal justice functions located within Carlton County.
Northern News Now's Michaela Wrench toured the new facility and gives us a first-hand look.
After years of planning and constructing, the Carlton County Justice Center is finally complete, providing access to courts, attorneys, and the sheriff's office, all under the same roof. The Carlton County Sheriff Kelly Lake says their old building, which was built in the 70s, was so compact that defendants, witnesses, and victims cross paths regularly. But the new facility will prevent that from happening.
There are levels of separation, so that will not happen. And the more secure features for staff, for the public, and those who visit.
The first floor is comprised of law enforcement services, jail administration, and probation services. And on the second floor, the public defender's office, 3 courtrooms, court administration, and the county attorney's office.
But also allows us to serve the public who's ultimately the funders of this building, as well as the people that use the building.
Paul Coughlin, the Carlton County Jail Administrator, says along the way they were learning, taking data to know exactly what they needed to focus their features around, such as
information about arrests and who inmates were as they came in to and from the building, and so then ultimately what the building needed to accomplish when people came into the justice system.
They discovered several needs, including 3 courtrooms, 96 beds, 80 for both male and female, and 16 specifically for regional females who are elderly or suffering mental health conditions. Officials say the journey to get to this point was a long one, but seeing it all come together makes it all worth it.
For this to come together and be able to look at this facility and have this completed, knowing that it's going to meet the public safety needs for the county for many decades.
In Carlton, Michaela Wrench, Northern News Now.
The new Justice Center will officially open September 16th for law enforcement and court services, and the jail and dispatch area will open shortly after.